All right, guys, welcome to my series on wholesaling. This is gonna be a 6-part series. Just for those of you who don't know, my name is Dan Lesniak. I'm a real estate broker, developer, investor. I've started several 7-figure companies. I've built hundreds and hundreds of homes. And in this 6-part series, I'm gonna show you how you can make $10,000 or more a month in wholesaling. Please remember to hit the subscribe button if you want to learn more and see other things I'm talking about. I put out a lot of educational content on this channel for real estate agents, real estate investors, as well as a vlog where I give you an inside look at what it takes to do the things I do in real estate and live an amazing life. All right, in this 6-part series, I'm gonna go over first the mentality, the mindset you need to do wholesaling and what it is. In part 2, we're gonna go over how to analyze deals, what to look for, and how to really know if what you are gonna find or what you might be able to get under contract is a good deal. That's key, right? You have to make sure that the deals you get under contract are gonna be ones that you'll be able to sell quickly for a profit. In part 3, I'm gonna show you how to actually find the deal through marketing and prospecting, getting out and getting in front of people and getting them to come to you, and going and finding the people, both methods. In part 4, we're gonna go over the negotiations and the contracts, how to actually get a good deal under contract when you're in front of the seller. In part 5, I'm gonna show you what to do after you get that deal under contract, how to build a list of interested buyers, and what to present to them to maximize your chances of getting the best possible offer. In part 6, I'm gonna show you how to build a team that can scale your business and allow you to go beyond wholesaling and do some of the things that are a little bit more advanced than wholesaling and allow you to create more value and therefore make even more money through real estate. So what is wholesaling? Wholesaling is finding a good property off market in almost all cases, but not always, and then getting it under contract and selling it to someone else before it closes. So here's the deal. It is legal. You absolutely can do this. I've done it. My business partner, Sunil Saxena, has done it. And we've helped hundreds of other people do it. And we've put on educational content in our local real estate meetup groups and other online groups that we've been a part of and seen hundreds of other people do this. So yes, you can do it. It doesn't matter what your background is, if you have no experience, if you have no credit, if you have no cash, and you don't need a real estate license to do it. So yes, it's legal, and yes, you can do it no matter what your background is. The key is to find deals that you can get under contract for 70% of the after repair value. That's the ARV, minus the cost of the repairs. So if you find a deal that if it was fixed up, it would be $200,000, let's say, 70% of that is $140,000. And if that deal took $40,000 of repairs, in other words, someone would have to buy it, put in $40,000 of work, and then it would be worth the full 200. Well, you subtract that 40,000 off that 70% number. So in this case, if the ARV was $200,000, 70% of that is 140. You'd subtract the $40,000 in repair cost, and your goal should be to get that deal under contract for $100,000 or less. You're then gonna go turn around, find a buyer, someone who's a rehabber, a buy and hold guy, or some other type of investor that wants that deal and is willing to pay more for it. Maybe 110, maybe 120. And then the difference is what you get to pocket. It's called a wholesale fee. You actually end up assigning the contract to them and they go and close on it. You get the difference. That's how you make big dollars without putting a lot of your own money up. And you can do these deals quickly. It's very scalable. It's something that people have scaled and they end up doing 5 deals, 10 deals, even a couple hundred deals a month. I've seen one of the bigger wholesalers. So this is something that you can scale and make a really great business. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the mindset of what it takes to be a wholesaler now that we've gone over the basic interview. And by the way, if that seemed really quick, don't worry. In parts 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I'm gonna go deeper into all of those parts. But the mindset is what I want to talk about now. If you want to be successful at wholesaling, you need to be dialed in on the following 3 things. First, you need to know your why. Second, you need to be willing to learn. And third, you need to be willing to be consistent and persistent in your action. So let's talk about each of those now. First, knowing your why. You need to know why you need to get good at wholesaling. Is it to get out of debt? Is it to quit the job that you don't like? Is it because you want to live a better lifestyle, have financial freedom, live in a bigger house, be able to send your kids to college, take that dream vacation, or just live a better life in general? Or maybe you want to get a lot of money so you can give it away to charities and people that you could impact, right? Everyone's why is going to be different, but you need to get a solid understanding of what your why is. Your why will motivate you to take action when things don't work. Your why will help you get through those periods of rejection. You know, as a wholesaler, you're gonna get told no. You're gonna have sellers that get mad at you, buyers that get upset with you. All sorts of things can happen. If you have a strong why, it will help pull you through there. It will help you realize the actions are worth it. So really take some time before you get started to ask yourself, why do I want to do this? How would it improve my life? How would it improve the lives of the people around me? Know your why, write it down, and read it every single day. The second part of the mindset is you need to be willing to learn. You need to be willing to put yourself around people that are doing it at a high level. So go to local real estate meetup groups in your area and learn from people that are doing it at a high level, right in your own backyard, right where you are. When you see people that probably a few years ago looked no different than you in terms of the financial positions they were in and the income they had, when you see them succeeding at a high level, it's gonna motivate you. It's gonna let you know that it's possible. It's gonna make it seem even that much more real to you, and therefore you will be more likely to succeed. You'll also learn the specifics of what they do and how they do it. My business partner and I, Sunil Saxena, we run a real estate meetup group in Arlington, right outside of Washington, D.C. We meet with people every month and we provide education and we bring together wholesalers, lenders, investors, flippers, rehabbers, and everyone gets to learn from each other. Everyone's willing to share. So put yourself in those types of rooms. They exist, in person and virtual. You can go to places like meetup.com and search for them. You can go to Facebook and look for groups that way. We also run a Facebook group called the Hyperfast Wealth Investors. That's a big national group, right? So get in those kinds of groups as well. Learn from people who are doing it at a high level, read books, follow people on social media that are actually doing it. Be careful, right? There's a lot of fake gurus out there that are trying to teach things they haven't done, so be wary of that. But read, learn, network. Step 3 to having the right mindset to wholesaling is to be consistent and persistent in your action. Whether you're just starting out as a side hustle or gonna jump right in full time, you need to commit to taking daily action. Be consistent. It's gonna take a couple hours a day of prospecting, knocking on doors, calling, dialing in your marketing systems, practicing scripts. Right? Be consistent and be persistent. People are gonna tell you no. You might make 100 phone calls, 200 phone calls until you get to a yes. That's okay. If it takes you 2 or 3 or even 4 weeks or even longer of a couple hours a day of working on prospecting, working on finding deals, if that's what it takes to get you to the level where you're making $10,000 extra a month, are you willing to do it? If so, wholesaling might be for you. You need to be consistent and persistent. All right, that's it on mindset. In video number 2 in my wholesaling series, I'm gonna teach you how to analyze deals, how to know if what you're buying is a good deal. So hit the subscribe button and make sure you watch part 2.